Hello, my dear Capricorn friends. This is Susan Miller, and I have important news for you today. May 2026 is going to be one of the most empowering and transformative months of your entire life. I'm not exaggerating, dear. I really am not. When I sat down in my office here in Manhattan and plotted out the planetary positions for Capricorn in May 2026, I understood immediately. This is a breakthrough month for you. Because what's happening astrologically this month is profound. It's about stepping into your authentic power. It's about breaking free from limitations. It's about becoming the liberated version of yourself you've been working toward. And I need to tell you about it right now, so you can prepare for this incredible transformation and embrace the freedom that's emerging for you. Now, before we dive in, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now, and click the bell icon for notifications. Because May 2026 is just the beginning of a 13-month cycle of emotional liberation for you, and you'll need my monthly guidance as this unfolds. Go ahead, subscribe, and turn on notifications. So, what's the big news? On June 9th, 2026, Jupiter enters Leo. And for you, Capricorn, Leo is your 8th house, the house of transformation, shared resources, deep healing, and psychological power. But dear, let me tell you why May is the month that launches this transformation. May is when you start breaking free, when old patterns release, when authentic power emerges, when you step into liberation. And here's what makes May so extraordinary for you. Saturn, Neptune, and Mars are all in Aries, your 4th house of home, emotional foundation, and inner security during May. That's 3 major planets in your house of foundation and emotional healing. Plus, the Sun and other planets move through Taurus and Gemini, your 5th and 6th houses of creativity, joy, and work. Do you understand what this means, Capricorn? Your emotional foundation is being rebuilt from the ground up while you're simultaneously discovering joy and improving your work life. You're healing internally while expressing externally. This is massive, dear. Absolutely massive. And if you haven't already, please like this video right now. It helps YouTube share this important information with other Capricorns who are about to break free from old patterns and step into authentic power. Your like really does make a difference. Let me break down exactly what's happening in May 2026 for you, week by week. Because timing is everything, and you need to know when to do inner work and when to take external action. May 1st to 7th, 2026. The foundation work begins. The month begins with Mercury in Aries, your 4th house of home, family, and emotional foundation. Mercury in your 4th house means your mind is focused on home and emotional security. Your thoughts are about your foundation and roots. Your communication with family becomes important. You're thinking about what makes you feel safe. You're processing emotions mentally. This is important timing, dear. So use this first week of May to think about what home truly means to you. Reflect on family patterns and childhood programming. Communicate with family members about important matters. Consider what emotional foundation you need. Process old emotions or memories that surface. Think about what makes you feel truly secure. Your analytical Capricorn mind is being used for emotional work, not just practical planning. This is deep, necessary work, dear. Also, during this week, pay attention to insights about family patterns or conditioning, thoughts about what you need emotionally, memories that surface for healing, understanding of your emotional needs, ideas about creating a nurturing home. These aren't random. They're your psyche healing. May 8th to 14th. The power surge. This is an intense week, Capricorn. On May 10th to 12th, Mars enters Aries, your 4th house, joining Saturn and Neptune already there. So now you have Mars, Saturn, and Neptune all in your house of home and emotional foundation. Mars in your 4th house means you're taking bold action on emotional healing. You're fighting for your emotional needs and security. You're passionate about creating a safe home. You're motivated to break free from family patterns. You're assertive about your inner world. This is the week to make changes to your home or living situation. Set boundaries with family members if needed. Take action on emotional healing or therapy. Address old wounds or patterns courageously. Create the sanctuary you need. Stand up for your emotional well-being. Mars gives you courage for emotional work, dear. Don't avoid the deep healing. Face it. Transform it. And here's something beautiful. On May 12th to 14th, the Sun enters Taurus, your fifth house of creativity, joy, and self-expression. This is liberating, dear. Sun in your fifth house means your energy flows into joy and creativity. Your focus shifts to pleasure and self-expression. You're ready to play and enjoy life. You're expressing your authentic self. You're discovering what brings you joy. Use May 12th to 14th to do something purely for joy, not productivity. Create, play, or express yourself authentically. Open your heart to romance or pleasure. Pursue hobbies or passions. Let yourself be playful. Remember what it feels like to have fun. After emotional work, you need joy, dear. Balance is essential. May 15th to 21st. The Joy Activation Week this week, the Sun is moving through Taurus in your fifth house. This is your creativity and joy week, dear. Sun in your fifth house means you're discovering what makes you truly happy. Your creative expression is activated. You're opening to pleasure and play. You're expressing your heart, not just your competence. You're allowing yourself to enjoy life. Use this week to create something from your heart, not for achievement. Pursue romantic connections or deepen existing love. Play without guilt or agenda. Express yourself authentically and joyfully. Explore hobbies or creative pursuits. Let yourself be spontaneous and free. This is revolutionary for you, Capricorn. You're learning that joy is as important as achievement. Also during this week, on May 18th to 20th, Venus enters Gemini, your sixth house of work, health, and daily routines. This is helpful, dear. Venus in your sixth house means your work becomes more pleasant and harmonious. Your daily routines feel easier and more enjoyable. Your health improves with gentle practices. You appreciate your job and colleagues. Service becomes more joyful. Use this Venus energy to beautify your workspace or organize pleasantly. Build harmonious relationships with coworkers. Find ways to enjoy your daily routines. Practice gentle, pleasurable health habits. Appreciate the work you do. Make service feel good. When work feels good, not just productive, you're healing, dear. May 22nd to 28th. The Work Improvement Week. This is a productive week, Capricorn. On May 24th to 26th, the Sun enters Gemini, your sixth house of work and daily life. Sun in your sixth house means your energy flows into work and productivity. Your focus is on daily routines and health. You're improving your systems and habits. You're being of service meaningfully. You're mastering your daily life. Use May 24th to 26th to optimize your work routines and systems. Improve your health and wellness practices. Be of service in meaningful ways. Master your daily tasks and responsibilities. Build better habits and routines. Take pride in your work. But here's what's different now, dear. You're working from a place of joy, not just duty. You're serving from fullness, not depletion. You're productive from choice, not obligation. This is evolved Capricorn energy. Also during this week, on May 26th to 28th, Mercury enters Taurus, your fifth house. This is delightful, dear. Mercury in your fifth house means your mind focuses on creativity and pleasure. Your thoughts become more playful and joyful. Your communication is more expressive and authentic. You're thinking about what makes you happy. Use May 26th to 28th to think about what brings you true joy. Plan creative projects or hobbies. Communicate playfully and authentically. Study subjects that delight you, not just advance you. Think about romance or pleasure. Express yourself more freely. Your serious Capricorn mind needs play, dear. This gives you that permission. And if you're finding this information valuable, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be giving you detailed guidance for June when Jupiter enters your 8th house and deep transformation accelerates powerfully. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications now. May 29th to 31st. The integration days. The last days of May are important, dear. The Sun is in your 6th house of work, making you productive and service-oriented. Venus is also in your 6th house, making your work pleasant and harmonious. Mercury is in your 5th house of joy, keeping your thoughts playful. And Saturn, Neptune, and Mars are still in your 4th house, healing your foundation. These final days of May are about integrating emotional healing with joy, balancing inner work with outer productivity, using improved foundation for better work, expressing authentically while serving meaningfully, preparing for deep transformation in June. June 9th, Jupiter enters your 8th house and profound healing accelerates. But May is about building the foundation for that healing. What makes May 2026 so special for Capricorn? Let me explain why May is so transformative for you, dear. Reason 1. Your emotional foundation is being rebuilt. With Saturn, Neptune, and Mars, all in your 4th house during May, your home and emotional foundation are undergoing complete reconstruction. Saturn in your 4th house brings structure and discipline to your emotional healing, taking your foundation seriously and rebuilding it properly, facing family patterns and childhood wounds, honestly, creating lasting emotional security from within, committing to deep inner work. Neptune in your 4th house brings spiritual healing of emotional wounds, compassion for yourself and your family's limitations, forgiveness and release of old pain, trusting the process of emotional transformation, finding peace in your inner world. Mars in your 4th house brings courage to face painful emotions and memories, energy to take action on healing and change, passion about creating a safe home and foundation, fighting for your emotional needs, breaking free from limiting patterns. Together, they create deep, real, lasting emotional healing. A foundation built on truth and authenticity, home and security that come from within, liberation from family programming. This is profound transformation, dear. Reason 2. You're discovering joy and pleasure. With the Sun and Mercury both in your 5th house, you're learning that life includes joy, not just achievement. You're discovering what truly makes you happy, creating for the joy of it, not just results. Opening your heart to pleasure and play, expressing your authentic self freely, allowing yourself to be spontaneous. Learning that joy is valuable. This is revolutionary for Capricorn, dear. You're so used to working, achieving, being responsible. Now you're learning that joy is equally important. Reason 3. Your work is becoming more harmonious. With the Sun and Venus both in your 6th house, your work and daily life are improving significantly. You're finding more joy and pleasure in your work, building harmonious work relationships, improving your health and daily routines, serving from fullness, not depletion, working smarter, not just harder, appreciating your contributions. Your work becomes sustainable, not just productive. This is healthy evolution, dear. Reason 4. You're preparing for deep transformation. This is perhaps most important, dear. May is preparation for June 9th, when Jupiter enters your 8th house. Jupiter in your 8th house, June 2026 to July 2027, means deep psychological transformation and healing. Shared resources and partnerships improve. Financial windfalls or inheritance possible. Power and intimacy in relationships deepen. Psychological understanding expands. You become whole at the deepest level. But May prepares you by healing your emotional foundation first, 4th house. Discovering joy and pleasure, 5th house. Improving your work and daily life, 6th house. Building the stability needed for deep transformation. Without May's foundation, June's depth might overwhelm. With May's foundation, June's transformation will be powerful. Your May 2026 action plan. Let me give you a detailed action plan for May, dear. May 1st to 11th. Emotional foundation work. Action steps. Reflect on family patterns and childhood conditioning. Consider therapy or counseling for deep work. Communicate with family about unresolved issues. Make your home more comfortable and nurturing. Set boundaries with family if needed. Process emotions through journaling or talking. Identify what makes you feel truly safe. Take action on emotional healing courageously. Mindset. I am healing my foundation. I am releasing old patterns. I create safety from within. I am worthy of emotional peace. May 12th to 23rd. Discover joy and pleasure. Action steps. Do something purely for joy every day. Start a creative project or hobby. Open your heart to romance or connection. Play without guilt or productivity goals. Express yourself authentically and freely. Pursue what brings you genuine happiness. Let yourself be spontaneous and playful. Remember what it feels like to have fun. Mindset. Joy is as important as achievement. I am worthy of pleasure and play. I express my authentic self freely. Happiness is valuable. May 24th to 31st. Improve work and integrate action steps. Optimize your work routines and systems. Improve health through gentle, enjoyable practices. Build harmonious work relationships. Take pride in your service and contributions. Find joy in your daily life and work. Balance productivity with pleasure. Integrate healing with practical living. Prepare for deep transformation ahead. Mindset. I work with joy, not just duty. I serve from fullness. I am productive and happy. I am whole and balanced. What's coming in June? Preview. I want to give you a preview of June, dear, so you understand the complete journey. June 9th. Jupiter enters Leo, your 8th house. This is profound for you, Capricorn. Jupiter in your 8th house means deep psychological transformation and healing accelerate. Understanding yourself at the deepest level. Shared resources or finances improve significantly. Partnerships become more powerful and intimate. Inheritance or financial windfalls possible. Your personal power increases dramatically. Psychological and spiritual understanding expands. You become whole at the soul level. This lasts for 13 months, through July 2027. This is your year too. Face your shadows with courage and compassion. Transform patterns that no longer serve you. Deepen intimacy in relationships profoundly. Claim your authentic power. Heal at the deepest psychological level. Understand the mysteries of life and death. Become whole, not just functional. Your Capricorn tendency to control learns to surrender and transform. But this requires foundation. That's why May matters so much. May is when you heal your emotional foundation first, 4th house. Discover that joy is valuable, 5th house. Improve your daily work and health, 6th house. Build stability before going deep. Without May's foundation, 8th house work could destabilize you. With May's foundation, 8th house transformation will empower you. The arc is perfect. May. You build emotional foundation, discover joy, improve daily life. June 2026 to July 2027. You go deep, transform profoundly, claim authentic power. You can't transform deeply without foundation first. May gives you that foundation. Special guidance for Capricorn in May 2026. Let me give you some specific guidance, dear. For Capricorn professionals, May is when you balance achievement with joy in your work. Build emotional foundation that supports success. Improve work routines to be sustainable, not depleting. Create harmony in workplace relationships. Allow yourself pleasure and productivity. Prepare for deeper work transformation in June. Your professional success needs emotional foundation, dear. For Capricorn parents, May is when you heal your own childhood wounds so you don't pass them on. Create a nurturing, joyful home for your family. Balance responsibility with play and fun. Set healthy boundaries with family. Model emotional health and joy for your children. Build the foundation your family needs. Your family benefits from your healing and joy. For Capricorn in relationships, May is when you heal emotional patterns affecting your partnerships. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with your partner. Balance responsibility with playfulness in relationship. Express your authentic self, not just your capable self. Create emotional safety for deeper intimacy. Prepare for a profound relationship deepening in June. True intimacy requires emotional healing and authenticity. For all Capricorns, May is when you rebuild your emotional foundation from the ground up. Discover that joy is as valuable as achievement. Improve your work and daily life sustainably. Heal family patterns and childhood wounds. Allow yourself pleasure without guilt. Prepare for the deepest transformation of your life. Your preparation in May creates breakthrough from June onward. What to do on May 20th, 2026. New Moon in Taurus. I want to give you a ritual for the new moon in Taurus on May 20th, dear. The joy and creativity. New moon ritual for Capricorn. Find a comfortable, beautiful space. Light a candle, warm colors like orange or pink for joy and creativity. Have your journal, art supplies, or anything that represents creativity to you. Sit comfortably and allow yourself to feel, not just think. Take 3 deep breaths. Say out loud, "On this new moon in Taurus, I plant seeds of joy and authentic expression. I claim my right to pleasure and creativity. I am more than my achievements and responsibilities. I am worthy of happiness and play. I express my authentic self freely. I create for the joy of creating, not just results. I allow myself to be spontaneous and playful. I open my heart to pleasure and romance. Joy is as valuable as productivity. I am whole, not just competent. I'm allowed to be happy." Then open your eyes and journal on these questions. 1. What brings me true joy beyond achievement or approval? What makes my heart sing? 2. What creative expression have I been denying myself? What do I want to create or explore? 3. What childhood joys or dreams have I abandoned for responsibility? Can I reclaim them? 4. How can I bring more playfulness and spontaneity into my life? 5. What does my authentic self look like beyond roles and responsibilities? Write with feeling, not just logic. Let your heart guide you. After journaling, do something creative and joyful for at least 15 minutes. Draw, dance, sing, play. Do something purely for joy. Then close your eyes again. Visualize yourself joyful, creative, and free. See yourself playing without guilt. See yourself expressing your authentic self. Feel the lightness of joy. Feel the freedom of authentic expression. Feel the wholeness of being yourself. Hold that feeling for as long as you can. Then blow out the candle and say, "And so it is. I am worthy of joy. I am allowed to be happy. I express my authentic self freely. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Keep this journal entry, dear. Take action on your joy. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you one more time to subscribe to my channel. Jupiter in your 8th house for 13 months brings profound transformation that requires guidance. You'll need monthly support on navigating deep healing. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Final wisdom for Capricorn in May 2026. Let me speak to you from my heart for a moment. Capricorn, I know you. I've been your astrologer for over 35 years. I know you're responsible. I know you're disciplined. I know you work harder than almost anyone, but I also know something else. Sometimes you forget that you're allowed to be happy. Sometimes you think joy is frivolous, or that you don't deserve pleasure until you've achieved enough. Sometimes you're so busy being strong that you forget to feel. Well, dear, I need you to hear this. You are worthy of joy right now. You deserve pleasure and happiness. Your emotions matter as much as your achievements. And May 2026 is when the universe teaches you this lesson. May is when Saturn, Neptune, and Mars in your fourth house say, heal your foundation, feel your feelings, create emotional safety. You're allowed to be vulnerable. May is when the Sun in your fifth house says, you're allowed to be joyful, play, create, express your authentic self. Happiness is valuable. May is when the Sun in your sixth house says, work can be joyful, not just dutiful. Serve from fullness, not depletion. Balance is healthy. This is your liberation month, dear, your permission slip, your healing. So please, use May to break free. Heal your emotional foundation. Discover joy and pleasure. Allow yourself to be authentic. Balance achievement with happiness. Because you're not just here to achieve, dear. You're here to live, to feel, to enjoy, to be whole. And wholeness includes joy, not just competence. Are you ready to be happy? I'm Susan Miller, and I'm so honored to guide you through this liberation. All right, my dear Capricorn friends, let's wrap up. Here's what you need to remember about May 2026. May is your liberation month, preparing you for Jupiter entering your 8th house on June 9th, bringing 13 months of profound transformation. Saturn, Neptune, and Mars in your 4th house means your emotional foundation is being rebuilt with discipline, compassion, and courage. Sun in your 5th house means you're discovering joy, creativity, and authentic self-expression. Sun and Venus in your 6th house means your work and daily life are improving and becoming more harmonious. Early May, 1st to 11th. Emotional foundation. Heal family patterns. Create safety. Set boundaries. Do deep inner work courageously. Mid-May, 12th to 23rd. Discover joy. Create, play, express authentically. Open to pleasure. Allow yourself happiness. Late May, 24th to 31st. Improve work. Optimize routines. Work joyfully. Serve from fullness. Balance productivity with pleasure. Jupiter enters Leo June 9th, bringing 13 months of deep transformation, psychological healing, and authentic power. New Moon in Taurus, May 20th, is your joy activation. Do the ritual. Plant seeds of authentic expression. Your May action plan, Week 1 to 2. Emotional healing, family work, foundation building, Week 2 to 3. Joy discovery, creative expression, authentic play, Week 3 to 4. Work improvement, health optimization, integration. May 20th, New Moon. Joy ritual. Now, before you go, subscribe. Jupiter in your 8th house for 13 months brings deep transformation, requiring monthly guidance. Hit that subscribe button now. Like this video. Help other Capricorns discover they're worthy of joy and emotional healing. Your like makes a real difference. Comment. Tell me, what joy are you ready to claim? What emotional healing are you committing to? I read every comment and would love to hear from you. Share. If you know other Capricorns, share this video. This liberation is too important to miss. May 2026 is your liberation month, Capricorn. Your emotional healing month. Your joy discovery month. You are worthy of happiness. You are allowed to feel. You are more than your achievements. Are you ready to be whole? Are you ready for joy? Are you ready to be the liberated, authentic, happy version of yourself? I'm Susan Miller, and I'm honored to guide you through this beautiful liberation. With so much compassion for your journey toward wholeness and joy, dear.